Now, have you ever been ghosted by a woman that you thought had a splendid night with you? It's becoming more common for women to ghost men after sex than most might like to admit. What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to the Myles Show, the one show that gives you advice on dating, sex, relationships, and women. I'm your dating coach, Iain Myles here from KarmaLifestyles.com. Now, guys, before we get going, I just want to remind you that I'm still giving away my free ebook called Get a Girl to Like You. Now, in this book, I basically drill down how you can master the art of conversation in order to get a girl to like you. So if I were you, I'd definitely grab a free copy today by simply clicking on that link in the video's description box right down below, and I'll send you a free copy right now. Now, I've been getting a lot of messages from guys that want me to air their grievances and give them advice on the Myles Show. One message that really caught my attention was of a guy who was ghosted after sex, and the message reads as follows: "Hi Ian, I saw your show and I couldn't help but binge watch some more episodes. I would like your help. I've been seeing this woman for several weeks now. After the second date, we had sex and I hadn't even heard from her since. I've tried to reach out, but it's like that she blocked me and she just disappeared. I don't know any people close to her that can help me reach out to her or even convince her to talk to me. What should I do? Please help." Now, the ghosting culture has become more popular in the modern dating space. Men are not always the victims, but they have their good share of being cut off without any sort of explanation or means to get one. The emotional impact of ghosting can create more than what meets the eye in both men and women. Now, when you're ghosted, you have a lot of questions that might not be true, but either way, there's no way to invalidate them, so they test your confidence, your self-esteem, your exposure, and your mindset. It's an experience that has the potential to alienate you from dating, romantic relationships, and women. So in today's video, I'm going to explore what it can mean when you are ghosted after first sex and how to handle it. She was not looking to settle. Now, romantic relationships need care and time to nurture and grow into something that some women might not be ready to do. Although the most common response after you have been ghosted is to evaluate if there's something wrong with you, and most times than not, it's not. Women ghost men that check all their boxes in what they want in a man because they are not ready to make the commitment of being in a relationship. Then why should she just talk to me over a period of time? That's an interesting question that I explored with women that have ghosted guys before and after sex. Some women said that they want to feel the intimacy and talking over a couple of days or weeks before sex can actually make the experience more enjoyable than hooking up with a guy that they've just met. Now, looking at the message, I'd say that this guy had hoped for something more than just a one-night stand. However, it's like the woman had plans of her own. When you realize that you're still a secret in a girl's life after interacting with her and developing a bond that you feel is sufficient to introduce other people in your relationship, like friends, then you might be a passing flame. Those are some of the signs that later on, after being ghosted, can show you that the woman wasn't looking for a long-term thing. The sexual chemistry wasn't there. Now, the next reason that a woman might ghost a guy after sex is because the sexual chemistry just wasn't there. Sexual gratification is a significant part of a couple's interaction that inspires commitment. Most women can't face a man and tell them that the sex was whack and it was a turn off for them. The latter option is to just walk away and, never look back. The thing about sexual chemistry is it will not be one-sided, okay? You'll not feel there's a chemistry when the other person doesn't feel the same way. You might have a good time, but the reservations that one of you has will prevent the chemistry from developing. So play out scenes from your sexual encounter and look for instances when you felt alone or had an awkward moment. One thing to remember when considering the lack of sexual chemistry is that it doesn't mean that you are bad bad in bed. You can be great in bed but fail to develop sexual chemistry with a woman. When your sexual desires and your preferences and fantasies just don't align, it becomes difficult to forge sexual chemistry no matter how good you've been with other women. You got attached quickly. Now, it sounds funny that you shouldn't be attached too quickly even after having sex with a woman that you probably like. Good sex can make you feel overly excited and inspire you to make commitments or promises that are designed to impress the girl. But it's actually important not to get too excited, as you might apply unnecessary pressure on the woman and, make her freak out. Modern dating comes with a lot attached to it, and when a woman starts thinking about the future and how things are moving fast, then she might get cold feet. So understanding the rules of engagement before you pour your heart out is critical when you hook up with a woman for the first time. So get to know her intentions and desires in terms of relationships and commitment before you confess your underlying love and devotion. You are the side guy. Now, the next reason why a girl might have ghosted you and you're not gonna like this is because she cheated on you. A strong sense of guilt and shame might have made her realize how much she has screwed up her relationship if a man ever finds out. The only way to overcome the guilt and save a relationship is to bury the evidence that might mean ghosting her. It's a thrilling moment when people that are sexually attracted to each other meet and spend time together. It can be fun and games until you introduce sex, and then the reality dawns on what's at stake. Now, women have a lot of reasons why they ghost men after the first time they have sex, and some reasons are beyond your human control. However, sometimes men can become too cocky and act like, douches when they get what they've been chasing. So it's also important to put a mirror and just self-reflect on how you handled your interaction with the woman. When more than 2 women ghost you after having sex with you for the first time, then you are more likely to be successful with women after you've critically analyzed yourself and you've worked on the disadvantaged points. Well, unfortunately, guys, that brings us to the end of today's show. Now, don't forget to visit karmalifestyles.com, as we offer services such as the residential training program, where I will physically take you out one-on-one to the coffee shops, to the bars, and to the clubs. Now look, let me just clarify, okay? This isn't some online training where I'm gonna talk to you on Skype or remotely, okay? And this isn't a boot camp where I'm gonna pack you in a room with a load of random guys. This is a private one-on-one training with the best dating coaches in the world. And when I demonstrate how I do it in front of your eyes, I assure you, you'll be stunned and it will change your reality. And all you then need to do is just rinse and repeat that same process. It's that simple. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to hit a like button and subscribe to Karma TV for many more interesting videos. Now, until next time, I'll see you in the next video.